skins. Keeping it simple.
Into the game we go with PS2. So this is going to be a lot of, thankfully, Ike neutral air is enough to go through his metal blade, his up air, if spaced properly, and the jab in the neutral air.
What about the pellets?
It can go through pellets. It is very active. Most aerials can't be clanked out.
Okay.
So as soon as you start it in the air, it's going to go through unless you get hit out of it. But Consort, recognizing that he wants to land on him with those neutral airs, he's going to play back, let the pellets rip, and just not really give it home.
Playing a little bit of footsies, just kind of seeing what the opponent's going to go for.
Trying to catch that side B. And again, getting the auto cancel, but full hopping that neutral air.
I think Ike's going to have a hard time with this matchup. I think Consorts can space him out pretty well. And then once he goes in, he can rack up a lot of damage.
Ooh, you can't be jumping like that. And again, like Feef, kind of struggling here. Consort not giving him the chance. Because if Ike chooses to recover high with that up B, then like an easy F smash will do him away.
Up B, side B, honestly.
There's the up airs I was talking about.
Going to the top. Ooh, nice angle on the metal blade.
Right, so Feef, definitely unsure what to do about the matchup. He doesn't want to eat the chip, but sometimes it's like when you play against Olimar. Sometimes you need to like weather the storm to like, and once you're in, you're in, and then you got to get as much damage off as you can. But Consort not giving him the chance, and Feef opting for the side B, and that's the stock.
There it is.
Just like that.
Yeah, it definitely can be hard against zoners because you want to try and find the pattern in their mashing, but sometimes they can mix it up and you just don't know what to do about it.
I wouldn't go so far as to call it mashing.
Not necessarily mashing, but throwing out a bunch of projectiles.
Because that's their job. They don't want you in. But like Megaman is also capable of like fighting you up close with that forward air and the back air.
Right. And then if you get too close, he can just up tilt you. And
here we go. Hold up.
Getting those combos. Doing what Ike does best.
Just sitting in shield, but like at a certain range, those pellets don't have knockback. So Consort recognizing. All right, holding onto his jump, going high. There's a neutral air up air. He needs maybe like 20 more % for it to actually kill. Ooh. Back air out of shield. Again, gotta be careful. Nice air dodge. Scary stuff going on here.
Consort playing very safe.
But this should be the stock because he didn't. He opted for the metal blade instead of the flame slash. Interesting. Yeah, I think.
Oh, there was an up tilt.
Consort kind of looking. I think he had the right idea trying to catch the roll. A bit late on it. Again.
Ooh, parry.
Patiently keeping Feef out. Even if the game is as though it's about like, if anything, it's a mental war at this point. Just like tiring Feef out. Because if he takes this game, well, I was gonna say without losing a single stock, but there we go. That it means so much. Like, dang, I got 3 stocks in game 1. What else is there to it? You know. So unless Feef can make a big turnaround here, but again, you got to get those neutral airs.
Consort not punishing his recovery. Maybe just giving him a little break, kind of getting his head.
Also seems like Feef may not be too sure with exactly the startup of his neutral air as well as the spacing. It's kind of just like dancing around. And again, you got at this point, you might as well eat the damage. You're not going to win a timeout situation, which is, I won't say what Consort's shooting for, but like ideally.
But it pressures your opponent to, like, you know, they don't want to get timed out, so they're going to start being more aggressive and make riskier plays.
The last thing you want is to let Ike sit around and wait.
Ooh, off the top. That's going to be it.
So when it seems like he tried to jump out of it, but when you eat %, shortly after dipping into like at least the top blast zones, it'll register as your opponent's kill. So you almost have to kind of like time it out before you can like air camp all the way into the blast zone.
What do you think is the best way to get out of these up air chains from Megaman?
Neutral air dodge? At least, okay, if he doesn't have a jump, shift his momentum with using the double jump. Even if it puts you up there and you're without a jump, you kind of have to fall through it. The other option is to try to weather through it with a falling neutral air. Try to see if you can eat out the hitbox, because it is essentially a projectile.
Yeah. All right, game 2. Did not see where they were going. Battlefield.
Going to Battlefield. All right, so again, he's got the platforms, but it's like, it's good for Ike because he can get some good follow-ups, but again, kind of falling onto him. And he's like falling right onto Consort, but not really like pressuring the shield. He's got to get more comfortable with that neutral air. It's going to be weird.
I think these pellets are going to really cause him some pain. He's got to figure out how to get through these pellets.
He's landing with that forward air. It's very unsafe.
Yes. He's definitely opting to approach with aerials versus, you know, grounded approaches.
Yeah. Well, I mean, a lot of Ike's grounded options just like because he's so slow in the on the ground doesn't really have much merit to it. You know, he can like dash attack, maybe like a running forward tilt. But that's honestly about it. He gets down throw follow-ups, but again, you're not really going to be able to get in against that pellet. So you are ultimately forced to come in from above, and he's going to eat that back air.
So there's this optimal range that Consort's playing in around Ike that, you know, he's keeping him just far enough away to where Ike can't get in. Ooh.
Again, he's dead for it. Again, that's one of like the worst parts about this matchup. As soon as you're off stage and you're forced to uppy, it's free for Megaman.
Yep. That would have been an interesting combo if it connected. Down smash to back air.
A nice little jab 1-2, trying to make Consort think he was going for the third. But again, still 2 stocks down. He needs to find a way to close it out. Alright, so a solid nair up air will do it here, but he has Metal Blade in hand, so he can't actually go for it. F smash.
Raw. You know, when you're 3 stocks ahead, you can kind of throw some of those moves out, and you know, if they hit, they hit. If they don't, you know, eat a little bit of damage. Feef bringing it back. See how he can close the gap a little bit.
So another thing, Consort kind of ran up and shielded on him, but he was still in the invincibility. So you're very well in it.
Oh, nice parry.
Sometimes the auto parry can look so cool.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I hit L that many times. But yeah, so like, again, it looks like kind of like Feef isn't super familiar with the spacing of Ike's neutral air, but just letting these big hits rip, trying to catch a landing. There's the back air. He has a jump. He's able to make his way just barely back on. There's the forward air. He's going to go high again. He has to go high. He's dead off.
Oh, we know he got through it.
Through.
Oh, but he opted to jump off. All right, we get a grab. He's looking for an up air.
Up throw isn't the combo throw anymore, though. There's a neutral air up air. If he gets this, ooh, he wanted the raw up smash.
Yep.
He's
This
gonna go
might
high.
be it.
And again, stalling it up,
Yep.
but the roll get up is going to do him out.
Good fight, Feef.
That's rough. It's one of those things, if you don't understand how to get in on Megaman,
Yeah.
it's a very uphill battle. Who was that? Oh, up next, I believe we have Cake Point and Apostle. Ooh. All right, so up next, Cake Point and Apostle. It's going to be Pokemon Trainer versus probably me, Brawler.
Yeah, of course.
Both of them essentially sticking out the same character that they had from the beginning of the game.
Yeah.